Hello everyone and welcome to my tutorial on how to install Debian 10 Buster dual boot of Windows and how to upgrade it to a newer kernel so you can use newer software.
Alright, so first step you want to get the ISO file. So what I recommend doing is getting the live media install. You'll see what it is exactly later, but the way to get it, you either search in Google for this and click the first link. And you click on this non-free. Non-free doesn't mean that you have to pay for it, just means it comes with some proprietary drivers. So if you have a Wi-Fi card or something that has non-open source drivers, it should still work. Then click AMD64, ISO hybrid. If you scroll down here, you'll see all these files. Just select the one that has ISO at the end, that has the desktop environment that you like. So for example, I like Cinnamon, so I would get this one. But if you like GNOME, you get this one. If you like KDE, you get this one, and so on and so forth. There's heaps of them, even XFCE, Mate, LXQT, LXDE. So you just pick one you like, click on it, and it will download. Now what you have to do is flash the ISO file to a USB drive. And to do that, you need a software called Balena Etcher. So search on Google to search Etcher or Balena Etcher. Click on it. And it should automatically detect what operating system you have. If it's the one you can just select, and there's like for Linux or for Mac OS or something. But since I'm Windows, I'm just going to click here. And it's downloading us to save as, wherever I want to save it. I'm just going to save it to my desktop for now. Now once you finish installing, or downloading I mean, I'm just going to open it. Because the installer, click run. I agree, and it will install. And now once it's installed, just press the Windows key, search for it right here, click on it, and boom. So now is the flashing part. So you want to have your USB device inserted, your USB stick. I have 8 gig SanDisk one, but if you have multiple USBs, you should see a few stuff here, and just select the one that's the correct one. You can tell which one's different by the size and the name, but the size is a good indicator. So it's going to select this one. And I have to select the ISO file, so I'm going to select my one. So I have the KDE version. I'm going to get the live one with non-free. Open. And flash. There'll be a pop-up saying, oh, are you sure and stuff? Let's click yes.
Show me your genitals. Your genitals. What? Show me your genitals. Genitalia. Show me your genitals. Your genitals. What? Show me your genitals. Genitalia. You're talking to me about stuff.
You have to partition your hard drive. So just go to your Windows icon and type disk management. This should pop up. Click on it. And it'll load for a bit. And you see all your hard drives. I got a few, but so you just select whatever hard drive you want your Debian install on. So for example, I'm gonna select here. And you do right click and click on shrink volume. And now you want to select how much space you exactly want. So for example, I'm gonna want about 50 gigs. I'm gonna convert 50 to megabytes. And I want 50,000 megabytes. As you can see, it is unallocated space. And now I'm going to click restart by clicking the Windows key. And click on power and click restart. And when it restarts, I have to spam the delete key and select the either BIOS, and then go into boot and select the USB stick, or it will just show the USB devices attached. You can just select the USB stick. See you there. So this is for my personal BIOS, so I've had to go into the BIOS settings, click on boot. Now just scroll down. And here's my USB stick. I have to make sure it's hovered over and highlighted and press enter. And then we're going to here. Let's select Debian Live. Okay, so now in Debian, I am on KDE, so the installer's right here. If you use like Cinnamon or XFCE, you might have the similar thing. But if you're on GNOME, you have to press the Windows key, or super key, and there'll be a dock popping up on the left side, and there'll be an option to install Debian. So it's gonna open the installer, and this will pop up. And I'm gonna just click next, select my region, next, click next, and here's the partition part, that's important. Alright, so now I have to replace a partition and select the hard drive. As you can see, there's the free space. Here you can select your hard drives, they have multiple. For me it's this one. And I want to replace, and I'm going to select that, and as you can see, free space will be there. And now you have to select the bootloader. So you just have one drive, one SSD or hard drive. You don't have to worry about that, but since I have multiple, I'm going to select my SSD, which I know is this one. And let's click next. Just type in my name, password, very super secure password. I'm going to click next. This is the basic summary, and let's click install.
Congratulations, you now have Debian 10 installed. However, if you check, you will see that you have an older kernel. So if you want to have a newer kernel so you can run newer software, keep on watching the video.
Okay, so now Debian is installed. This is my version of Debian. I got Cinnamon and I customized it a bit, but as you can see, I'm going to now install a newer kernel. I already installed it, but I'm going to show you how to do it, because you might have some new software you might have to use. You might need a newer kernel. So what you want to do is go to this link, or just copy the links in the description and scroll down until you find the kernel you want. I'm going to be using kernel 5.9 and select AMD 64. And then as you can see, that all these ones. So what you want to do is select the one that says Linux headers. But be careful which one you want. This one. Just click on it and download. So that's one of them. You also want this one. Yeah, you want another one. Make sure it says generic. And the last one you want is one that says modules and generic. And once they're all finished downloading, you just open it in the file manager. You can create a new folder. Let's call it TMP temporary and select them all. So for me, it's these ones up here. And just move them into your TMP. And when you open it, just right click, open in terminal. And you see this, and what you want to do is this first sudo apt update, type in your password, and then sudo apt upgrade. Here you want to do sudo dpkg-i, and then you want to do this star. I've already done this before, so I'm not going to do it again. But what you do, you want to press enter and run that command. It might say there's an error of some sort, but if you run it again, there should not be any error. And then you just restart, and you should have a newer kernel. And the way to test that is by doing this command. As you can see, I'm running the newest, not the newest, but 5.9 kernel on my Debian machine.
So that's how to install Debian 10 Basta on your computer as a dual boot of Windows 10, and how to upgrade your kernel if you wish to. Please like the video, subscribe, and comment what you thought, or if you need any extra help or anything. Also check in the description, because if there's a lot of questions that are very similar, I'll just make an FAQ. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again. Take care.